Hey folks, welcome back to Only the Best Fantasy Novels. My name is Robin, and today, in my quest to read everything being published by Aconite Books for the Legend of the Five Rings shared universe, I'm going to talk about River of Gold by Robert Denton III. This is a collection of 6 short stories that's set in the land of Rokugan, and you can actually get this for free. You can get this for free either as an ebook or an audiobook. The reason why you can get this for free is because this was written primarily as a fiction tie-in for the new board game, River of Gold, that's been produced by Office Dog, and it's a board game set in Rokugan. And what River of Gold is essentially this waterway that has like major economic implications for the land of Rokugan. There are multiple major clans that operate in the various villages along its border, along its course, and that's just the major clans. There's also minor clans at play here. So you can kind of picture something like the Panama Canal, like the Panama Canal for Rokugan, except instead of just being a passageway, there's literally different villages all along its course and it creates this entire huge economic location basically. So the collection is 6 short stories that basically give us a story of this individual who styles himself as the pirate prince, and he basically comes together with a band of rogues to start raiding ships along the River of Gold. Now, that's a huge problem because, like I said, this is a major waterway. There are multiple major clans involved. So obviously, this guy is really stirring things up. And the 6 short stories are split into different, let's call them POVs. The first one, we get a good look at the prince and his methods, which are quite flamboyant and bombastic, and then each preceding short story after that, we get to look at one of the major clans and the way that the actions of the pirate prince impacts them, the response they decide to take, and just a little tease of their particular situation with regards to the entire, let's call it the environment of the River of Gold. Like I mentioned, these short stories are primarily written as sort of like a teaser fiction for the game. So, like, each short story is really only 8 or 9 pages long at most, and it really just kind of introduces the character, introduces the setting, introduces kind of like a situation, and it introduces the clan, the main character from that, the member of that clan who I guess will be a character in the game. And yeah, it's literally does little more than introduce the character, and then the final story kind of brings the, let's call it, the story to conclusion in its own little fascinating way. What I actually found interesting is that even though these are like 6 completely diverse, very short stories, they do manage to tell a very interesting story, especially the final one. It gives us a conclusion I wasn't quite expecting for this, and it it's amazing that in such a short space, Robert Denton was actually able to give us something with a little more depth than what I would expect, given not just the nature of why this fiction was written and what its main purpose is. My only exposure to Robert Denton III before this is the short story he would have written, the short story slash novella he would have written in the Collected Tales of Rokugan collections, and I don't really remember anything special about his contribution to that. But these stories, like I said, given the primary purpose was meant to just introduce like a setting, a character, that kind of thing, they were well done, and he did manage to do that and give us a little bit more. Like, he genuinely, by the end of these short stories, he did genuinely get me interested in this setting, to the point where I would, like, if I had anybody to play it with, I'd probably buy the game. But given that it's primarily meant for tie-in fiction, it serves its job well. And yeah, I think that's kind of really all I have to say about it. Like, it's just a quick fun read. If you want to get, this might actually be perfect if you want to get like a very short taste of Rokugan and what the new L5R books are like. What the setting, what the characters, and what the major forces are, some of the major forces are, I should say, at play in this world that we see in all the books, what they are. This might be something good to check out. It's like I mentioned, it's free. You can just go to Aconite Books website, go to the L5R section, and where it's listed, you click on that link, and you can. There's an option where you can check out where you can buy the ebook for $0, or you can there's an audio section. I didn't really check out. I did the ebook, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. It was a great little taste, and as always, I'm pretty excited to see what else Aconite Books are going to bring for us in this setting. And yeah, that's all I have to say. If you made it this far into the video, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.